As the opening bell rang on May 27, 2025, Palantir's ticker didn't sparkle like it did on its all-time zenith of $130.18 on May 15. It was down more than 10% from that peak, trading around $117 to $118 a share. Before you reach for the Dramamine, consider that market gyrations are par for the course in tech. Even a rocket launch has a brief settlement, and investors often lock in gains after a stratospheric climb. The retreat simply marked a breather, not a reversal, reminding traders that volatility and opportunity often go hand in hand. Beyond the dip, why investors are still cheerful. Hold on, before panic sells ensue, note that Palantir was still up 12.15% for May, 67.2% year-to-date, and a staggering 500% plus over the past 12 months. That's akin to buying an economy-class ticket in May 2024 and finding yourself on first-class service today. Seasonal pullbacks after explosive runs often set the stage for renewed surges, as long-term buyers see discount bin entry points. In plain English, smart money sniffed a sale, and the ride is far from over. The catalysts behind 500% growth. How does a company balloon fivefold in a year? 3 main ingredients: sticky government contracts. Defense agencies love Palantir's lock-and-key data platforms. Once on board, agencies rarely stray. Think of it as a marriage of convenience. AI hype meets real-world application. While many firms talk AI, Palantir sells AI-driven decision engines that actually slice through petabytes of data to yield actionable intelligence, expanding commercial footprint. Beyond defense, Palantir's commercial wins in sectors like healthcare, automotive, and finance have multiplied revenue streams. This trifecta turned PLTR into a virtual growth machine, fueling those eye-popping returns. The Pentagon's AI obsession, fuel for future contracts. The U.S. Department of Defense has signaled it will double down on AI tools, with senior officials publicly declaring that maximizing data insights is the new frontline. Remember the Maven Smart system? What started as a niche battlefield reconnaissance tool has morphed into a defense-wide data commons, integrating satellite imagery, sensor logs, personnel rosters, and more. Recent budget hikes, like the $795 million ceiling increase announced in late May, underscore a strategic bet. In modern warfare, info superiority is as lethal as any missile. Anatomy of a defense data deal. Imagine a modern warship. Radars sweep the horizon, sonar listens to the deep, and onboard computers churn oceanographic data. Palantir's platform is that ship's brain. They ingest feeds from drones, SIGINT intercepts, logistics trackers, and even social media chatter from conflict zones. By weaving everything into an ontology-based architecture, commanders see a single pane of glass. A synoptic operational picture. It's like upgrading from a flip phone to an AI-powered holocommunicator that predicts enemy movements and flags supply chain snarls before they become crises. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. If you are interested in stock news updates that might be relevant to your financial targets, join us and become a member for member-only videos. Find the link in the description section below. Ecuador's leap into the digital age. Across the equator, Ecuador quietly inked a deal with Palantir, its first major Latin American partnership, tasking the platform with turbocharging customs operations. CINI, Ecuador's customs agency, will deploy Palantir's AI to sniff out high-risk shipments, flag smuggling rings, and streamline legitimate trade. Picture a border agent's console that, with one click, overlays cargo manifests, vessel trajectories, tariff schedules, and historical seizure data, then highlights anomalies in neon red. It's part of Ecuador's wider digital transformation, which also loops in telecom giant CNT and the President's Office to modernize public services. Why Ecuador matters, a blueprint for emerging markets. Ecuador isn't just a one-off, it's the proof of concept for Palantir's expansion playbook. Emerging economies face messy data silos, manual forms, paper files, disparate legacy systems. By deploying an ontology-first platform, governments can leapfrog straight to data-driven governance. Imagine, next, Ghana's Port Authority slashing container wait times with predictive analytics, or Indonesia's health ministry mapping regional disease outbreaks in real time. Each success story writes another chapter in Palantir's global roadmap, and fuels revenue diversification beyond U.S. defense. Consider this: a batch of premium quinoa shipments lands at Guayaquil port. Under legacy systems, customs agents pore over dozens of PDFs, Excel sheets, and email threads, eggshell fragile for real-time risk detection. With Palantir, every data point about origin farms, transport temperature logs, phytosanitary certificates, and prior seizure history is an entity in the system. A customs officer types quinoa and instantly sees supply chain graphs, sensor anomalies, and even social media buzz about quality concerns. That's the ontology engine humming, turning chaos into clarity faster than you can say, Andean superfood. The 100 times dream, is it fantasy or feasible? Let's talk 100 times, it sounds wild, but here's the thought experiment: defense tailwinds. If the Pentagon triples its AI tech budget over the next decade, Palantir could see $10 billion plus in annual government revenue. Commercial inflection, breakthrough wins in finance, healthcare, and energy could push commercial revenue to comparable levels. Margin expansion via AI, as AI modules scale, incremental costs drop, boosting operating margins from the mid-20s to the mid-40s. Combine a 30 times revenue multiple, not unheard of for high-growth software, with $20 billion in revenue, and you're flirting with $600 billion market cap. Dreamy? Absolutely. Impossible? History's greatest rallies often began as pipe dreams in FOMO-fueled chat rooms. Circus of competitors, who's in the ring? Palantir's not alone in the AI data circus. Microsoft's Azure AI, Google Cloud's Vertex, and AWS SageMaker wield similar tools. But Palantir's secret weapon is its ontology-first design, which binds disparate datasets into a unified semantic graph. Think of competitors as jugglers with shiny new balls. Palantir is the magician who pulls endless doves from an empty hat. That said, big tech's deep pockets and existing customer bases pose real threats, so Palantir must keep innovating its specialty knives in a world of Swiss Army giants. Risks and real-deal realities. No blockbuster success story is without its villainous plot twists. Regulatory scrutiny, data privacy watchdogs in Europe or emerging markets could hamper government deployments. Integration delays, large-scale rollouts often drag for months. Remember that MRI machine that sat in the hospital hallway for weeks. Palantir's deployments sometimes feel that slow, evaluation vulnerability. Trading at lofty multiples means any earnings miss can spark a savage sell-off, as retail crowds stampede for the exits. Prudent investors weigh upside potential against these execution hazards. Community and cult, the retail edge. Palantir's retail army is no small fry. Discord servers and subreddit threads dissect quarterly calls, debate PE ratios, and meme ontology into a battle cry. On launch days, crowdsourced analytics fly faster than paper airplanes. This grassroots fervor can amplify both gains and pain. Imagine a swarm rallying to Palantir's banner or rushing to exits at the first sign of turbulence. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, if you are interested in more relevant stock news updates, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.